So within 6 weeks of putting $1,000 into the stock market, I got my little planner, life planner of notes. I got my iced coffee because I've changed since being in quarantine. I used to be a frappuccino drinker, a chai tea drinker, but now I drink iced coffee with vanilla syrup. Hey guys, it's Natalia and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm giving the people what they want. I'm providing the information that I have learned through my experience being a first-time investor. So I just want to go ahead and make the disclaimer again in this video that I don't have a business degree, I'm not a financial advisor, and I'm not a stock analyst. I'm just a regular person trying to figure out the stock market, trying to see if I can actually make any money without losing it all. So that's what I did. I am going to be breaking down the first $1,000 that I put into the stock market. I'm going to tell you which companies I invested in, what the companies actually are, how much I bought of each stock, and the price that I paid. I'm also going to explain the curve that I bought it at, and I'm going to be telling you guys how much I sold everything for and how much profit I made and how much I lost. Alright, so I didn't realize how interesting this was until I actually started to pick apart the analytics of everything. First and best advice that I can give to anyone, I said it in my last video and I'll say it again. Make sure you are not investing in a company that is going bankrupt or about to go bankrupt. It's pretty easy to see the trend of a company's stock over the past 5 years, so do that. The information is available. So, obviously it's always a gamble putting money into the stock market because you don't really know what's going to happen. You just have, guesses about what's going to happen. I bought a stock that was a penny stock, so the price per share was less than $1 per share, so it was considered a penny stock. So obviously that was automatically not the greatest sign that the company was clearly not doing well if the price per share was under $1. So I already knew that going into this. So on March 12th, I decided to take a gamble with CHK, Chesapeake Energy Corporation. So I bought 294 shares at 16 cents per share. So with that transaction, I ended up paying $46.78. Then the next company that I invested in was Apache Corporation, and their little abbreviation is APA, which is an oil and gas company as well as CHK. So on March 12th, I bought 55 shares at $7.34. So with that transaction, I spent $403.46. And the final transaction for the day, I bought Royal Caribbean, which is abbreviated RCL, which is obviously the cruise line. I bought 15 shares at $33.40, which ended up being $500.94. So then I waited 4 days to, spend the rest of my first $1,000 of investing. So I bought 7 more shares of APA, which is the oil and gas company. And on this day, I bought it for $6.16. So you can see 734 minus 616. So within 4 days, the price of this stock dropped $1.18. So when I purchased those stock in those 3 companies on March 12th, the prices were low. But then the next week when I bought them on 16th, let me check and make sure. So the 12th, March 12th was a Thursday, and the prices were here. On March 16th, which is a Monday, the stocks were starting to get even lower. So I should have waited until the second week to buy the stocks, possibly even 2 to 3 weeks after when I originally bought it. But who actually knows what the stock market is going to do? One day it's up, one day it's down. So I just kind of bought it when it was low, but not the lowest. Anyways, March 16th, which is a Monday. So I ended up spending $43.18 on more stock of APA, and then I ended up spending $5.44 buying 26 shares of Chesapeake Energy Company for 20 cents each. So in those 2 days, I ended up spending $1,000.12. So there is a lot of speculation that obviously the economy is not going to be able to bounce back, and obviously there's still delays with the cruise lines and the airlines and everything. So there is speculation that the prices are going to dip even lower than they were in March. So it's just a speculation. Nobody actually knows if it's going to happen or not. But right now, if you check the stocks last week, they are starting to decrease again. So I decided to sell all of my stocks and see if I can actually buy at the lowest low if the stocks do continue to decrease in value once again. On April 28th, I sold all of my Royal Caribbean stocks for $42.05 each. So the total for selling all of them came to $630.73. And then the next day I sold all of my shares of APA, and at this point they were selling for $11.42 each. So the total for selling all of my APA shares was $708.01. At that point, with selling my Royal Caribbean and my APAs, my investing account had $1,338.74. With that being said, I made a profit. So within 6 weeks of putting $1,000 into the stock market, I made $338.62. So I made a 30% profit, which that wasn't even my initial plan for this, but I am going to obviously take the risk, see if the prices drop even lower than when I originally purchased them in March, and I'm just going to take all the money in my account and reinvest it in. I'm not taking it out at all yet. So as far as my investment in Chesapeake Energy Company, if I sold the shares that I have right now, I would be losing $35. I think in total I paid about $51. So there's not really a point of me trying to sell them right now. I might as well just leave it. The company is clearly going bankrupt. There's been so many articles posted on the E-Trade app about it, but you never know. Sometimes companies go bankrupt and then other companies take over, and it could end up being a positive thing. If not, I lost $35, but I gained $338. I already said I'm not a stock expert, I'm not a stock analyst. I really didn't know what I was doing. I was just trying it out, seeing what I could learn from this. So yeah, I guess I can just quickly go over the other companies that I invested in as well. Everything that I've gone over so far is my first $1,000. Anyway, so in total I've invested about $1,600 into the stock market. Obviously at this point I have sold everything except for my Chesapeake Energy, and now I'm just waiting, but I'll tell you guys what else I invested in just in case you want some more ideas of things to watch. On March 18th, I bought 2 shares of Boeing, and the abbreviation for that is BA. So on March 18th, I bought 7 American Airlines. I think at this point I was waiting for my funds to be available, so I just used the rest of the funds that I had in my account. So I bought 7 American Airlines for $12 each. Then the next day, I bought 20 shares of American Airlines for $10 So you can see how much the stock market actually fluctuates per day, which is crazy. So I had a total of 27 American Airlines. This stock was kind of struggling. I don't know if I'll actually purchase them again, but I ended up selling them for $11.21. I really don't think I made a profit off American Airlines. I think it was only like a $2 profit, but it was like hovering around the price that I bought it at. It would kind of go down, like it never significantly jumped. On March 20th, I bought 5 shares of Delta Airlines for $22.14. Then 5 weeks later, I sold it on April 28th for $24.46. So, small profit there. I think the companies that I invested in with my first $1,000 made me the most profit, because with the $600 more that I spent between Delta Airlines, American Airlines, and Boeing, I really made like maybe $100 profit off that. So I mean, it was still a profit, but it wasn't very significant. So if the market has a significant crash again, I will consider investing in different companies. Yeah, that is the breakdown of the companies that I invested in with my first $1,000, the profit that I actually made, and the other companies that I invested in. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a like. If you know of any other companies that you think might be a good investment during this period, leave them in the comments down below. I would love to check them out and research them and put them on my watch list. Make sure to hit that subscribe button down below so you don't miss out on any future videos. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!